on. Train. Race. From Baku. Azerbaijan. Platinum. Class race. Baku. Azerbaijan. Baku.
Good Lord, that was a long national anthem. Welcome, guys, to the Azerbaijani Grand Prix, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Baku. It is I, Kitten Fetter, joined by XP, my stepdad, everyone's favorite Quebecois. How are we doing, XP?
Bonjour, hello. Nice to be here with you, Kitten. Say hello to your mom.
Hey, Mom.
Always sunny in Baku. Beautiful capital and commercial hub of Azerbaijan. Always thrilled to be here. Happy to be here. Last year's race was bonkers. Like Iroh said previously today, I love what he said. A Lulapalooza of a race, big mosh pit, bottleneck heaven in these streets of Baku.
Hashtag Street Fighters. There are some storylines that we're going to be following throughout today's race. We got Seafreeze. He shattered pretty much every vertebra in his lumbar spine last season in that mosh pit that you mentioned just a second ago, making a miraculous comeback after a multitude of spinal fusion surgeries. Great stuff to see. Inspirational from Seafreeze. I think he also has the cold. And we're going to be tracking here. Mitch is the first to dive in to the 136s, as everyone's going to throw on the Ultra Softs. There's a
corrections. It's Joe Breezy in the 136s.
Oh, who did I say, Mitch?
Yes, you did. But
Sorry,
Mitch is about to. Yeah, I see that. It's hard to. Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Sean goes up to P2. Mitch was in P1 for most of that, prior to the old broadcast starting. But
Kitten,
yes.
Kitten, I would like to point out because it's pretty interesting.
Looks like freeze crash.
Sean did the second time on super soft tires. He's off the pace. He's off the pace from about 200ths of a second.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice that.
On slower tires. That's completely nuts. He's positioned himself as the guy to beat because um, those ultra softs are not going to last as long as I think the super softs are able to last 10 to 11 laps compared to the ultra softs that are supposed to last 7 or 8. So he's in amazing position. Sorry
No, no,
and I'm happy to.
you're fine. Yeah, that was a
I'm happy to see those four guys up there. Go-to guy, Mitch, Sean, and Joe Breezy all battling for the top spot in the championship.
yeah. I'm gonna try to get these guys as they come in on their flying laps. Mitch is gonna best Sean into P2. Looks like go-to guy's gonna be next, followed by, is that a Haas or is that an Alpha? But go-to guy, he's not gonna improve. I'm not sure who was in that Haas. Uh,
Wasn't it double AA 30, which is a new guy?
yeah, double A 30. He's Canadian, and he is making his debut, taking over that second Haas car tonight. Heard some good things about him. Obviously, a nice little P7. It's not a bad intro to TCR racing. Destiny. That was Destiny in the Haas behind Gochu.
Okay.
He goes up to
And he
P2.
moved second, yeah.
Yeah, so good stuff from him. Silent is going to be the last one on track, and it looks like he's out of fuel. Wah, wah. But anyways, pretty exciting stuff here today on offer. Destiny, as we've noted multiple times so far this year, he is having a wretched season. Been playing a whole lot of motocross. We're talking about real sports here. We're talking about Formula One, and he's not been focused. He's not been on that race-winning pace that he had towards the end of last season when he joined, winning on debut in Singapore. As for the points, Breezy is in the lead. He's on 135. He's taking a commanding lead, and he's going to be starting from pole. Go-to guy in P2 on 113, and Sean, after a 2-week absence, is back. He's on 108. So still a three-headed championship race here in round 10 from Baku. 5 more to go after this. I'm ready to see some fireworks. I don't know about you.
I think we're gonna have. Listen, first of all, let's hope there's no glitches and we're able to start this race without any additional stress. First and second corner at the start is going to be really tricky. We have, if I'm not correct, I'm correct. We have 19 of 20 slots taken, so we have full lobby. So
Yeah.
it should be, like you say, there should be a lot of sparks and
Yeah.
fireworks
A
tonight.
full lobby at Baku. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, no, nothing
Yeah, nothing at all. It is going to be. It's an interesting dynamic because most of the circuits we've been to so far this year, there's usually like a uniform strategy. Here you can go with the two-stop. It's typically a little bit slower, but you do get track position off the start. And going ultra softs to softs to super softs, or just super softs to super softs, the ultras tend to run off after about 5 or 6 laps. It is pretty interesting to see how many people chose the ultra soft route after there were only 2 of us yesterday. So there's going to be alternating strategies. I think we're going to be in for a big old fight.
Looks like we're having a formation lap, so thank God, no glitches.
Yeah, hopefully after 2 straight races we have no glitches, but let's run through the order. Championship leader, Joe Breezy is on pole yet again, followed by Destiny with his best qualifying performance of the season. Mitch in his 3rd race in TCR Platinum class, he is in P3. Sean in 4th, he's going to be the first starter on those super softs. Go-to guy, the reigning champ in P5. I roll with his best qualifying. The runner-up from last year, not having a great season, but let's see what he can do. Freeze, after an accident in qualifying, he's in P7. Dub AA P30 in his debut in the Haas. He's going to be in P8. Silent in the McLaren, the second McLaren. He's in P9. Damaso, the Mexican missile. He's in 10. Swarner in P11. I'm sure he's going to love that starting spot. Be Good, ZX. Xandermar down in P14. I think he's starting on softs. Psycho Sane, W, Spec Ops, Starboy, an uncharacteristic P18 in qualifying. Useless, and GT is gonna be he's gonna be joining us as a guest driver today. I think it's his second race of the season. He is starting in last as a result. Let's go through here. Check these old tires.
We have three guys on softs. You already named them: Zandamar, Cyclosing, and W.
Yeah, good laps from all of them.
You also stated Sean, Seafreeze, and Dub A30 in the top 10 on super soft tires. So 1, 2, 3 are all starting on ultra softs. They're gonna be hoping those tires last until at least lap 7 or 8, and I think it's a one stop for everybody. They're gonna go from the softest tire compound to the softs until the end of the race.
I couldn't get that much out of the ultras, which I mean I guess is why I'm in golden class and these guys aren't. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting start. Always is in Baku. Probably the second fastest circuit on the Formula One calendar. Also, probably the second tightest on the Formula One calendar, or maybe third behind Singapore. But always gets a little congested on the opening couple laps as we await the lights. 1 light, 3 lights, 4 light, 5 lights, 6 lights. I mean, no lights. We are off from Baku. Looks like Breezy got a good start.
Oh, I saw Ferrari jump there in the mid pack. We're talking about Swarmer here.
Swarmer, did he have a mistake?
There's a little bit of contact.
It looks like Silent has dropped. We see Dubé and Freeze. Looks like Dubé's going to claim that position. I'm not entirely sure. Useless is falling back as well. Not entirely sure. Let's see if there's wing damage. Looks like he doesn't have any wing damage.
I'm surprised that I didn't see too many parts
these guys are
on the track, but yeah.
Oh, we got some.
We have
Mercedes
Swarner. We have Swarner ZX.
Oh boy.
I think we have a visual lag here. We have netcode issues.
That happened at Baku last season.
Oh no! Me and,
oh no! Looks like Dubé clipped the inside of the castle section. Spun. It looks like Freeze got into him. Freeze looks like he has some wing damage now. And these guys are all getting bunched up back here. I think someone tapped the wall. Oh boy.
I see double Dub AA still in the race intent. My issue at the moment is I'm seeing all kinds of visual glitches.
I'm trying to stay away from that. I think that's a Baku special there.
Yes, but I mean it's only happening in the back there between Swarner and the ZX. So
let's see if everybody makes it through the final corner.
I think the only position change so far has been Sean on Mitch, and I roll on Mitch. So I will
like
take that
Xandermar had some
position.
damage. Freeze did have some damage.
Doesn't look like Mitch has any damage.
Freeze, Xandermar, and Starboy. I think he was the part of the wall coming out of the castle section.
We have go-to guy make a move on Mitch on the inside.
Yeah, let's get back to the front. That's a good move. Easy as you
does
like.
Mitch have any issues?
I think so. I think that was a good start from Iroh. We missed that as we were trying to figure out what was going on at the back of the grid. And apologies to Iroh. Iroh has taken over P4 as
we have
top 3 of
Dub AA. We have Dub AA30 fighting, going into the castle section with the Massa for 7th place.
Yeah, right there's where Dub AA made a mistake. Last lap, clip that first, second.
We have a yellow somewhere. A GTR retired from the race.
Oh no.
Seafreeze is gonna. Let's see if GTR Lion lost it. Yeah, lost it at the exit of the castle.
Ooh, good thing ghosted. That would have been bad news for everyone that just had to pit for new rings. And let's go back to the front. Looks like Sean and Destiny are going to be going toe-to-toe here into turn one.
Sean has the upper hand.
Yeah, on the super softs. I gotta say, Sean's pace on the super softs is pretty remarkable.
Joe Breezy touched the wall coming out of the second corner. At this pace, Sean is going to be he just locked up. Joe Breezy locked up. I think he's going to be in a good position. I'm not sure if DRS is enabled. It should be enabled this lap.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have a good run on him.
Yeah, that the second straightaway is where the DRS kicks in. But they just passed.
And Destiny is keeping in touch with the two leading the race at the moment. But I would stay focused on Sean because he could probably make a move. If he Joe Breezy actually could make a move on him pretty soon, heading to the main straight. Pretty interesting to see that. You think those ultra softs are already falling off? Whoa, these guys are kissing the wall.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how hard you drive them, but yeah, I mean, about lap 3, you can notice that the rears will get a little bit unpredictable around fast corners like that one.
Kitten, this was the battle that we wanted in Monza, and we're getting it in Baku.
We wanted it in
Sean
Germany too.
Doesn't seem to have any issues whatsoever to pass Joe Breezy for the lead.
Yeah, straight line speed is impressive.
Oh, we have a yellow somewhere.
Caution in sector 2.
Disappeared.
Oh, it's going to be Starboy. Starboy has no front wing. If you ever want to look at the inside of a nose cone of a Formula 1 car, now's your chance, folks. Starboy is showing off.
Did Mitch lose a position on GoToGuy?
I don't think so.
Because now Mitch is 6th. Unless I'm missing something in the order. Probably that was,
he lost the spot to Sean on the start. And I think he lost the eye roll. And then we caught Goatsu going past it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a nice little buffer between himself and AA.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that name.
I'm having issues. I'm getting him mixed up with W. And talking about W, he's in 15th position at the moment on the hardest compound.
We'll just call him Dub.
Looking at Dub, yeah, I agree with that. He's Dub now. Biggest Mr. Psycho Sane is the biggest mover from 15 to 9. The biggest, unfortunately, the biggest fall down the ladder is Seafreeze. He was in 7th and he's now in 16th. Other than that, Sean is in amazing position at the moment on the better tires.
Yeah, and Gochu's going to be the first one. Whoa, who's that? That's Destiny. Destiny spins coming out of turn 1. A little too much curve there, as it does look like these ultras are starting to fall off. I was just about to mention Gochu is the first that started on the ultras. Yeah, and might be good timing from him because
Destiny fell to 10th place. He was in 3rd.
Gochu is he was in 2nd. No, yeah, he was in 3rd. He was in 3rd. Gochu is throwing on the supers, so it looks like that's a tough move from Vegan right there. But Gochu is going to be on a 2-stop with those supers. So it does.
Okay, so he put super softs. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he make it work? Did Goto guy make it work in Singapore, or was that Sean that made the double work? We have a retired car. I'm not sure where.
Useless.
I think Star, yeah,
Useless.
Star just passed him. I'm not sure. It looks like it was at the straight, so he hit the wall at high speeds. Who knows?
Yeah, we can't get a read on that because he was so far back when it happened.
Mitch is like Brundle would say, he's got the DRS now open on Iroh. He's gonna make a pass before the DRS zone actually. Is Iroh going in? What tires does Iroh have?
Iroh is on the ultras. Oh, he faked going in, I think.
He has to be careful not to get any penalties there. Yeah, Iroh is
Looks like Silent.
right behind Mitch now.
I believe Silent is in the pits. Destiny's in the pits, as you might guess. Those tires definitely have nothing left to them. Breezy's in the pits. He's gone.
Goto guy jumped.
Goto guy has
jumped
Breezy.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
The undercut. He did the undercut.
Something. But Breezy does throw on the softs, so I mean he's done crazier things than take a set of softs 20 laps. We'll just have to see how that plays out.
You know, the pit entry is pretty tricky here, huh? So maybe
like
he was a little bit slow.
Coming down, you're already at about 200 miles an hour. Then you have to go into a high-speed chicane just to make it. And we see Spec Ops and W getting after it. That would be a nice attempted undercut there, but he just couldn't quite.
We have a yellow sector 1. Just disappeared. Oh, I know. I think somebody spun.
Looks like cold tires, maybe.
Destiny's out.
We're not going to be able to see what happened to Destiny, but I would assume it's cold softs. He probably understeered right into the wall somewhere.
I saw him spinning somewhere, so yeah, Destiny just disconnected and starboard. So it was on the fourth corner, I think. No, actually, Destiny went straight at the fourth corner. Strange. Yesterday's
Be Good and Swarner coming into that last complex there. It looks like Be Good didn't realize that they were about to go 3 wide through it, and he peeked underneath Swarner. And oh boy,
they lost their wings. Swarner's continuing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much he lost. Be Good is missing a considerable amount of his wing though.
Yeah, he was squeezed into the wall there.
Yeah, I think there was somebody on Swarner's outside. He was trying to give him room, not expecting Be Good to be there. Oh, and Go-To Guy spins.
Oh, we have somebody else.
Go-To Guy is facing the wrong way.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is going to cost him a lot of time. He's just going to have to dump it into... He's just going to have to dump it.
He's still committed.
Yeah.
He's still committed.
Well... Oh man, on the super stops too. That might hurt him. XP invite fatal to the party. You got freeze on the
It's surprising. Yesterday's race was bugged, and only I think 6 or 7 people completed the race, and we were maybe 15 or 16. So.
There we go. For all the latest, let's welcome in our own Karun Chandok down in the pit lane. We got Fatal on hand. Fatal, have you been keeping up with all this action so far?
Hello. Yeah, I've been trying to keep up, but YouTube is every day.
Yeah, that is true. We just saw Go-To spin on his supers.
Yeah.
It is getting wild over here. And Sean is just running away with it on that one-stop strategy.
Yeah, big surprise, double A in the second round.
Yeah. I mean, all those ultra softs. Phil, you did probably more practice than anybody else in Golden. How long can you take softs around here? Because I was saying if you started on ultra softs, I thought it was an automatic two-stop, but I don't know, XP was kind of saying that, someone like Breezy who threw on those softs after about 6 laps he might be able to make it work.
Oh yeah, you can definitely make those softs last at least 22, 23 laps.
Okay, okay.
The car is going to get lighter, and if he doesn't, you know, touch any walls, spin, or he keeps it clean, you should be able to finish the race with that. Because the one stop from super softs to softs is we consider 15 laps. So you know that you could always push it an extra 3, 4, 5 laps, especially on the hardest compound. Fatal, you had you were one of the lucky ones that finished the race last night. Just going back to it, I heard the competition between you and Opus was pretty hard, pretty fun to watch, entertaining.
Very intense, fair and clean. So,
were you the hunter, or it was back and forth switching positions?
I got the lead after pit stops, after we held them up. I held first place for about 6-7 laps, but I started running out of fuel, so I kind of had to go into bathing mode.
Okay, that's an interesting point that you bring. That the fact that these guys are gonna have to manage that, especially with the long straights, ERS and stuff. So today is a dry race.
Yeah,
we were lucky yesterday that
we're all
we were lucky yesterday with all the glitches that we had.
Yeah, out. Just ran into the wall.
You know where?
Fourth corner.
Okay. Baku is already a hard city, and like I was saying, imagine with rain, it's like another Singapore or Monaco. It could be pretty hectic. But any comments on YouTube, Fatal?
Yeah, we have Lopez and Jonesy there commentating on Psycho.
Okay.
They're saying Psycho is in prime position on softs.
Yeah, he is in a really good spot right now. Especially like compared to the softs. Worn softs, at least.
You think you think that these guys are gonna go from softs to the ultra softs?
Depending on how long he wants to take them, you could probably take the ultras about 10 laps on empty tank. I wouldn't advise it, but you probably could. Somewhere between 8 and 10.
So because technically, if we're looking at it now, Cycle is gonna pit in about 8 or 9 laps, maybe 8 laps. That's gonna give him 8 laps on the ultra softs.
I think that would be doable, yeah.
But the problem is, Sean has, at the moment, if I calculate it fast,
about 20 seconds.
A pit stop here is about 25 plus.
About 20.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if Psycho is in the prime position. I think.
I don't think he's in a prime position to win, but considering how close he is to ZX, who started on different strategies, the one-stop strategy.
Sean switched to softs.
Yeah, he's already in.
One stop. Okay. And he's coming out of the pits now.
Dub double A, or dub. Oh, Sean almost parks it in the turn 2. Oh boy, yeah, those softs are very cold when you first come out. ZX inherits the lead. in the Super
Did he
Softs.
come out? Did he come out ahead of ZX or
Yeah, he did, but
behind?
he locked up and he went straight on
Got
into
you.
the turn 2 barrier. Luckily, I don't think he
But
had any
did he
damage.
lose any part? Okay.
No,
damage.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to-
While you two were talking, Swarner, he was getting bullied around quite a bit in that opening stint. I think he lost part of his wing against Be Good, and then he lost some more against Breezy, because Breezy kind of forced his way through. And he had to replace his wing, which puts him all the way down into the second to last of the running. Here, Breezy's on a charge at the moment. Already back up into P5. Gonna have DRS on W, who is the second highest runner that started on the softs. So good race from W, but it's not going to be fourth for too much longer, methinks.
Oh no, this is a formality. Joe Breezy, even without DRS, is faster, and it should happen. I think it's gonna happen before the DRS line. W is not even defended.
Yeah.
There we go. It's done. We have sector 2 accident. Oh, somebody's out. Starboy with the wall, and he's.
Oh.
I think he's.
Oh man, how many wings do they have at Sauber right now? Because he can't even get a turn around. Is he going the wrong way? Oh, no,
I'm thinking he's trying to damage it. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, there you go.
He's trying to.
Yeah, I think Sauber was out of. Yeah, this is seppuku. But I think Sauber was probably out of front wings because I think he already had to replace one. So he probably didn't have a third one laying around. Excuse me, Alfa Romeo.
They have Italian money. They have enough money for the parts, but
well, this is from last year, so it's Swiss money.
Is taking yourself out allowed?
I did it last year at Coda, so hopefully.
But you know what? In that section, in the position that he was, it was a risky move. I don't know. Is it allowed? I don't think.
I think with ghosting, he just
would have taken care of it.
He picked a nice little spot where he could just die in peace.
No, but I mean,
I'm
not sure if that even. But all these runoff sections, can you go into the runoff section and retire? Do you think the car is going to back out, or it's going to simply stay there?
No, if you retire, then your car just goes back to the pits.
Okay.
And as we're looking at Seafreeze on that redemption
tour,
battling eye-roll. Oh, Breezy up to P2. No, we got too much action going on right now. This straightaway is just... It's too good for these terrible camera angles. It looks like... Dub. Oh no! Oh, W.
You have another accident.
W locks up. He pulls a Vettel from last year in Baku. Just goes way too deep, defending his position. No, he probably lost a little bit. He went straight on.
Oh, Seafreeze and I-roll almost angled on the second corner there.
Things are getting pretty hot down here on the streets of Baku.
Seafreeze is peeking, giving a peek. Oh, W went straight at the fourth corner there, and I think he's backing up.
I think he retired. Did he retire?
No, he's still driving. A go-to guy just passed him. Oh, I think
W had a double lockup. Defending from Dub for P4, and his tires are probably extremely hot. The Starboy leaves the section with his pride intact. He killed himself, didn't kill anybody else. Nothing wrong with that.
W's having such a hard time. He's cutting corners. He got a 5-second penalty before heading to the castle section.
Yes, he had such a good race.
Yeah, he's really having a hard time keeping the car between those two lines and not hitting along. He's spitting this time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
ZX is just passing.
Yeah, he's gonna let ZX and Silent by. You got Psycho and Dub. Psycho back up into P4 with the 13 laps on the softs. He is in a pretty good position for a podium, I would say, at least. But with Sean's little mistake, he probably lost about 5 seconds coming out of the pits. So, I guess anything's possible at this point. You know, any lockup, any bit of oversteer can pretty much cost you a race around here. So these guys are always going to be on edge as Freeze runs a little bit wide.
The gap between Joe Breezy and Sean is maintaining in the 4-second mark, so that hasn't changed. Dub A30 is actually catching up on Joe Breezy on 3-lap old soft tires.
Looks like Dub is burning through his ERS,
Yeah.
though. I think Breezy's in a save mode right now. He's going to let Sean get ahead. I hope he save his tires, save his ERS, save his fuel. Because this circuit does burn through ERS and fuel quite drastically.
And you know, it just takes a second of bad luck, and you know, you touch the wall. You know, like these guys need to stay focused. Mr. Cycle just dived into the pits. He's putting super softs.
Yeah, I was going to say 11 laps is probably a little too long to take those ultras. Or yeah, 11 is probably a little too long for the ultras. So that makes sense. I still think he might be in line. He's in line for a good points finish. I'm not sure if it's going to be a podium. So have to see how all this plays
Cycle?
out. Yeah.
No, the only two persons that need to pit now are Seafuse and Go-To Guy. And my guess is that Go-To Guy is going to put those Ultra Softs on, and he's going to have no issues passing Psycho Sane and ZX on the softs. I don't see any of this changing because, like I said, with 9 laps, 8 laps to go now, Joe Breezy tires are 5 laps older than Sean. I don't see it. I don't see him getting any faster. He's gonna have to make sure simply to protect the second place.
Yeah.
Mitch is almost 4 seconds off of Dub, so it's funny how all these new guys that are jumping in mid-seasons are really impressive straight off the bat. So
We just get better and
hats
better.
off to them. Yeah. Platinum is starting to get a good dose of fast drivers. So the old school veterans are getting a run for their money with all these new pilots joining.
Yep. And Goto's going to head into the pits and throw another set of supers. I'm actually kind of surprised he was able to make that.
Supers?
Supers. I was kind of surprised he was able to make the first set of supers last for so long after he spun. And W, he threw on the ultras after that awful lap. That in lap that probably lasted about 4 days. He threw on the ultras and he's thrown in fast laps. What's going on, XP?
Goto started the race on which set of tires?
Started on ultras.
Okay, he started on ultras. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna. I thought he started on super softs, and was gonna end on ultras. Okay.
Yeah. Now, what I was monitoring a couple of moments ago, Breezy he has a considerable amount of ERS. He's draining it a little bit on the straightaways, but he is saving it, and he's slowly catching back up to Sean. So I think this is his strategy. And as I mentioned that, Sean actually has a pretty full thing ERS as well. So Sean might still be in the captain's seat here. Hey, give it up for Dub.
Yeah.
Dub.
Dubby.
Dub 30. Dub 30.
We have Goto guy making a move on Spec Ops for 11th. Then everybody from 8 upwards is pretty spread out. Like pretty much everybody's like second to 2-3 seconds behind or ahead of the opposition. So there's no really...
the split strategies. Well, like I mean, the first 10 laps, everyone was within, you know, a few seconds of each other, and with the split strategies, everyone's actually splitting up more on track. So as it lies now, unless we have something crazy happen, it looks like the podium is pretty much set. Like you mentioned earlier, Freeze has to pit again. Sector 2.
we have a yellow.
Oh, Psycho DNF. Where's he at? Oh, same place as GT.
Yeah, he's exiting the castle section.
Yeah, I think he probably clipped the inside with his front left tire. Tough stuff from Psycho. Well, comment section's not gonna love that. But,
that moves Goto guy into the last 10 spot.
After he was
and he's
reversing
pretty
on
close
track.
to Damaso.
Yeah, he's gonna get Damaso here.
Yeah, on the straight.
On those fresh super softs, he should be able to gain a few positions. I would assume. As you look at Damaso on 10 laps on the softs and Silent on 11 laps on the softs, I would figure he can probably catch those guys both.
He should be able to get close to ZX.
Yeah, I think that's probably where he's going to end up.
Because there's 8 laps left, and there's, if I'm not mistaken, there's about a 9-second gap between him and ZX. So
he's going to be gaining about a second lap on the supers.
Yeah. The issue is Silent is on really old soft tires.
Yeah. I think he's going to have to pit again, most likely, I think.
You think so? Just to play it safe?
I mean, he could go 20, but that's quite the distance. Fatal, what do you think Silent's strategy is right now?
He's going to do it. He's going to run to the end of the race.
I agree.
Okay.
Everybody, Fatal, like you just said, everybody on this list now. And there's nobody that has a full pit stop available to them. I think they're just gonna make sure to maintain the gap and try to finish, especially with only 7 laps left. They're gonna try to go to the end. Seafreeze is a little bit. I think Seafreeze is the only one that's gonna really meet the pit. He has 16 laps on those soft tires.
Yeah, for sure.
Am I right?
Yeah, there's no way he can go stretch that. Especially with ZX starting to gain on him. I mean, he could try to hold him up, but okay, he's going in now. He's in now. He's gonna throw in the ultras. I would assume.
That's a good indication. You know, 16 laps, 17 laps is doable. So Joe Breezy, you know, that means Joe Breezy is gonna have 20 laps on those soft tires.
He's gonna get a new wing really too. That might
We have a yellow someone. Zandamar out.
Oh.
Listen, we were 20 and we are now 13th.
Let's see if we can spot what happened to Xanderman on the when Sean's on board. I'm not sure where he was on track. There's yellow. Oh, we just lost it coming out of that high-speed left-hander coming into sector 3.
Okay.
Yeah, just up against the wall. Looks like he probably had a bit of, caught a little too much curb and just kind of jumped off into the inside or on the outside wall. You don't see that a whole lot. And as we talk about that, Goto is reining in Silent for P7 at the moment on the main straight. Yeah.
The safest and the cleanest overtakes today have all been after the last corner of this track here, going to the main straight.
I mean, it's probably the cleanest and safest overtake pretty much on the calendar. Just because it's
most
just
of them have
drag
been done
race.
before the DRS zone. Sorry, before the DRS zone, yeah.
Well, yeah, because then, you have no chance. Yeah, because then you have no chance to. It all comes down to the amount of how much traction you can get out of the fourth to last corner. Because then it's about a 25-second just blast of full throttle all the way down.
Full throttle.
Full throttle. Paul Walker, rest in peace.
I'm not sure if my prediction. Maybe Go-To Guy is going to be able to get.
Oh, ZX, you know what? Or no, ZX, XP, you know what? We didn't do predictions.
Nah, it's a little bit easy to do here at the end.
I'm gonna pick Sean.
Go with Sean.
Yeah, me too. Fatal, what's your prediction for the race?
Yeah, Sean.
I'm feeling pretty good about that one.
Hey, listen, guys, we were 3, and usually there's big jinxes if 3 commenters start talking about a guy. So let's keep him.
Might make it a little more interesting at the top.
Yeah. The only thing on the screen there, because now a Go-To Guy is catching up. He's catching up. He's like he's almost 5 seconds now from ZX with 5 laps. And you know what? I'll take a second and I'll go check the race director to see if we have what kind of penalties we have here.
That is the gap to watch, I think, at the moment. As Freeze is going to have DRS on Swarm for P11 as he tries to climb back on the. Well, he's on Superstars. I thought he was going to throw on Ultras. But as he continues to climb back into points-paying positions. Sector 2, we got another yellow. Oh, and it's Dub A. It's Dub. Oh no.
Mitch in third.
Dub. Mitch up to P3. The Mitch gang in the YouTube comments is probably going crazy right now.
They must be going nuts.
Dub. On debut. Looks like he's lost a bit of wings too. Let's see. Oh boy. This is going to be tough to hang on to for him. Iroll is going to be Iroll is going to close in at a rapid pace, trying to equal his best finish of the season in P4. And it might be possible now.
Okay, coming back to my previous statement, I'm surprised there are no penalties whatsoever in the race director. There is a stop and go only for W at the moment, which in this position in 13 at the moment means nothing. But everybody else have 1 warning max, and as it is, if there's a no act of God, everything should stay the same. So Mitch is in third now.
Yeah. Mitch. I was gonna say, if that's an act of God, I mean, Mitch is saying hallelujah at the moment. Down there.
Go-To Guy is now 3 seconds and a half away from ZX. 4 laps to go.
It looks like Sean has actually outpaced Breezy, and Breezy is going to go the distance on himself. Uncontested, really, for P2, but he's also not going to be contested for P1. Sean, after 2 weeks off, is most likely going to take the victory today, which is quite the statement after Breezy really just dominated the 2 races he was
Go-To Guy touch, clip the wall coming out of turn 3. He might have damage because he's lost a second now to ZX. And ZX is on, those tires are 10 laps old, but I mean, you should be able to maintain this rhythm. I think Go-To Guy's mistake. Yeah, go for it.
T-Freeze makes a move on Damaso right
Oh,
before the
nice.
castle section.
Wow. In that tight space heading to the castle, we passed him.
Yeah, that corner right before the castle section.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
can't believe somebody would try to pass someone there.
Yeah, crazy. Ah, we missed
He's
it.
on. He's on 3 lap old super
Yeah.
softs.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
making-
Yeah,
He's making moves.
I think he's gonna catch up to Silent by the end of it.
For sure.
But I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to get by. It's gonna be
He's
that's
gonna
gonna be it's gonna be tough.
No. Seafreeze is already. He's catching up to. This lap, he's gonna catch Silent for sure. Look, Silent just is heading to turn 2, and Seafreeze is right behind him. Stay on Seafreeze. He's gonna pass Silent this lap for sure. I got a feeling.
All right, Fergie, Wyclef Jean. I got a feeling. Black Eyed Peas, 2010. Got.
T-Freeze has made up a second.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'm underselling a little bit. But also, if you guys want to direct your attention to the battle for P5, ZX has cut about a second into eye roll in the past lap. ZX looking for another top 5. It's been a couple weeks, I believe, for ZX. Where's he at in the standings right now? Yeah, he hasn't been in the top 5 since Austria. Yeah, that was about a month and a half ago. So good stuff.
Is Dub A catching back up to Mitch?
It does kind of look like it. It does kind of look like he's not going to have DRS here, but ZX is on iRoll. Fresher softs coming into play.
Seafreeze can see the back of. Oh, we have a yellow. iRoll has got an issue.
Oh, W.
He got passed by ZX.
Well, no, yeah, that's what we were watching. ZX was closing.
Okay.
Yeah, it does look like W has.
Not a good day for him.
Yeah, it started off really promising for W, but yeah, unfortunately for him.
Oh, Seafreeze touched the wall at turn 2 with the back tire, so I'm not sure if that's. But now he's a second and a half behind Silent. You guys are watching the battle in the front between Dub A and Mitch.
Yeah, Dub has made up.
Another yellow.
Yeah, that's W. He's just gonna retire at this point. Tough stuff for W.
Okay, that's W. Okay, saw. Just saw. This is playing into Dub A's.
Yeah, W does retire from the session here.
He is within DRS on the
Yeah.
straight.
Dub A is right behind Mitch. Who was that?
W.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the ghost of W pass.
Dub A has DRS now.
He does, and he's gaining a little bit on Mitch.
Well, he's gonna have DRS on Mitch in the second corner.
And
Seafreeze.
I got Seafreeze.
Seafreeze, yeah.
He's gonna make a
Seafreeze is
move on
making a
Silent
move on Silent.
before DRS even opens, I believe. Oh, right there, yeah. Easy as you like. Dub A is gonna be putting the pressure on Mitch here. I wonder what was going through Dub's head as he made that mistake that cost him P3 in the first place. I mean, he had it in hand. Unfortunately.
The issue is if Dub A stays behind Mitch coming out of the castle section, he's gonna have DRS.
That's true.
He's gonna have a little bit tires that are less worn. We're not talking about much. We're talking about 4 laps, but You know, what's the tire wear between him and Mitch?
If we want to talk about much, we can talk about the difference in tire wear between Iroh's 18 lap old soft and Go-To Guy's 9 lap old supers. And you can see him gaining and gaining and gaining. Iroh's not going to be easy to pass there, but yeah, let's go back up here. Just pop out, and boy. But is that gonna give Mitch DRS? It is.
Oh yeah, he does.
It is. The DRS detection zone is right before that final corner, and it might be smart. I'm not sure. Mitch is gonna have DRS again down the second straight. As Go-To Guys pop in real quick. Go-To Guy is gonna make the move on Iroh, and he's gonna make that stick up to P6 for Go-To Guy after a tough open to his second stint.
Mitch is sliding. I think those tires are. His fuel gauge is showing that he's out of fuel. His ERS is pretty high. He's 3/4 full compared to Dubby. Yeah, Dubby also is fuel is showing red. He's running on low at the moment ERS. Yeah. Mitch is now gonna have, if he stays behind him, he's gonna have DRS available to him on the main street.
Mitch is gonna have to keep it within about 6/10 to really get that DRS to work.
It's coming out of this corner here that Dub A is really strong.
Yeah, Dub A's got 4 laps fresher tires.
Yeah.
Let's see what Mitch can do. Looks like he has super softs on, but he doesn't. They're actually softs. Thanks to Codemasters. Well, I don't want to miss it, but Sean does reclaim victory. I don't think Mitch is going to have anything for Dub A here.
Wouldn't it be funny he does a Valtteri Bottas on a Stroll? Oh my god, it's so close.
So close. Too little, too late. Should have burned up a little more of that ERS.
Good job, guys.
That is going to be Sean's 4th victory of the season. In all the races that he has started, he has not finished off the podium. He's missed 3 races. And he's finished on the podium now 6 times. So congrats to Sean. Big race for him. I'm sure he's pretty fired up. Let's see if Swarner can get Spec Ops on the line for P11. Only pride matters here, and he does. So wow, entertaining stuff, start to finish. You guys can vote for driver of the day down in the YouTube comments. I think not Max Verstappen or Mitch. Someone besides Mitch or Max Verstappen was driver of the day today. As we have Sean celebrating, like I said, his 4th victory. Gijo Breezy maintains his lead, but Sean is eking a little bit closer after that 2-week siesta he took. Look at Mauricio.
He needed to rest and recharge. Kitten, amazing race. I'm happy. You prepared a soapbox for me in case this game was going to glitch tonight, and it was clean. You want to go down the order fast before I close with a couple of remarks?
Yeah, I will. I need a second to grab another beer too. So, Dub on debut in P3, so not to overlook him, starting in P8. Great drive. Mitch in P4, still pretty solid from him. ZX, his first top 5 since Austria. Go-To Guy salvaged a P6, but probably not what he was looking for today. Got Iroh in P7, Seafreeze in 8th. A great comeback drive after his spinal fusion surgery following last year's race here in Baku. Silent in 9th, Tommaso in 10th. And then you have Swarner and Spec Ops rounding out what was a full grid.
A clean race from everybody. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe for Trinity Competitive Racing on YouTube. Join the Instagram and Twitter account. Don't forget, we're here every Wednesday with the Golden Class with Kitten, me, Fatal, and our other drivers in the Golden Class on Wednesday. Thursday, Platinum. Next week we'll be in France. Oui, oui, croissant, baguette, café au lait, and Paris Paris for both classes.
Vis-a-vis.
Guys, uh, talking about Golden and Platinum, we are starting a new class, Silver class, with some assists.
ABS.
On, I think it's ABS only, but it helps. If you're a beginner driver, I've never done any league racing, this is the perfect opportunity for you to join, get your bearings, and prepare yourself for higher classes. This will improve your driving, and it's a fun community. So if you're interested, talk to Seafreeze, and like I said, enjoyed tonight's race. Thanks, Fatal, for giving us some on the paddock talk. And back to you, Kitten. Was a fun to comment with you tonight.
It was, as always, and thanks to Fatal for joining when he could. I do want to say this race was brought to you by both the TCR podcast, coming to you Sundays, Sunday evenings, hosted by myself and Seafreeze, and also the now defunct bid for Baku hosting the 2025 World Expo. They lost out to Osaka in Japan. So thoughts and prayers to Baku, but I think they'll survive given the vast riches of oil money. If you guys do have to pick a driver of the day, who are you going to pick? I think it should be Sean, I would say, but there were a lot of big movers and shakers throughout the field.
Yeah, it was a clean race by Sean. My pick goes to Sean.
No, it was clean except for the time that he almost dumped it in the wall coming out of the pits.
But I mean, a time off, he recharged, and he's back, and bang, he's right where he needs to be. And it was fun in the first opening laps, seeing a battle between him and Joe Breezy. Really, two excellent drivers.
Yeah, Breezy taking those softs for 20 laps. Quite impressive. Fatal, your final thoughts on the evening.
My driver today has to be ZX.
Oh,
he made up a lot of places.
He did.
To finish top 5.
Good point.
Kept his nose clean.
Overall, I mean, Sean, another dominant race.
Yeah.
So it's either or between these two.
Well, as XP mentioned, we'll be live from Circuit Paul Ricard. How was that? From the Le Castellet circuit in Le Castellet, France. Next week, next Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. Next Thursday, you can join XP and I once again, and maybe Fatal, maybe Lopez, whoever wants to do the World Championship. They will. We'll be doing it on Thursday. Until then, fellas, have a great night. Congratulations to F1 on their 1,000 Grand Prix this weekend, the Helmets. And yeah, that about covers everything. So I want to wish you a beautiful evening and beautiful weekend, safe and sober. And until then, au revoir.